Hello everybody, it's Leanne Greff with today's live video. Every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Central Time, I host basically a free class showing you techniques, ideas, fun folds. Today we're doing shaker cards, two different styles of shaker cards. Did you know there were a few different types you could do? One is super easy. All you need is a clear envelope. That's really easy, and we actually sell those clear envelopes. Okay, let me get my laptop synced up so I can try and watch comments. Sometimes I'm not very good at keeping aware. I get so busy stamping and creating and talking that I lose track of the comments. So let's see who's going to be first to comment. I want to make sure I'm live. I see it on my screen, so I'm pretty sure I am. So, I always never know what to start with. There's always a lot going on in the Stampin' Up! World. They really are good at bringing in new products every few months, especially the online exclusives. They every 2 months they are bringing us new online exclusives, so that's really exciting. Oh boy, I don't see any comments. Let me know you're watching so I know I'm live, gals and guys. Yeah, I need a comment so I can keep going. Say hi, where you're from. If it's your first time here, let me know. And share, if you have any crafty friends, share with them so they can watch as well. Very strange. Maybe my computer's slow. There we go. There's a bunch of them. Hello, everybody. I don't know what, I had to recycle again. So awesome. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, we are freezing here in North Dakota. I think it was 4 below last night, and Thanksgiving week is, like this weekend is going to be very, very cold. So that's unfortunate, but we were lucky in November, most of November, to have a wonderful fall. But yeah, I hope you're not freezing where you are. Maybe you're too hot. I don't know. All right, so first talking about the online exclusives. There are a bunch of new ones that came out this month as of November 5th. So that's, we had the Marbled Elegance specialty paper and quite a few more. If you haven't gone, you just have to go to shopwithleanne.com and click on online exclusives, and that will take you to see what's new. Don't forget to check the clearance rack. Now there is something changing to our website starting December 3rd, which is, I don't know, how many weeks is that? A week and a half? Maybe it's 2. Maybe it's 1. I don't know. I don't have a calendar by me. So December 3rd, they are bringing out 3 new designer papers. And these are kind of remakes from previous designer paper plans. Do you remember these that looked like paint chips or paint, I think they're called paint chips, where you look at paint colors when you're buying paint? They were bright colors like olive and blackberry or raspberry, or I can't remember all the colors, but now they went lighter. And this one had a black theme, and now they went to color. This one was Blackberry Beauty, and now it's Refreshed Beauty. So these are kind of remakes with all different colors, but the same patterns that we all liked. So those will come out December 3rd, special release, while supplies last. So check back December 3rd. So what's happening with our last chance list and our clearance rack? Clearance rack will discontinue. They are putting all the items that will be retired or are retired on something called the last chance list. So that will be refreshed every 2 months. So on the even months, so December, February, April, and so on. So every even month, we will see a new list, or an updated list. Now this time on December 3rd, it will include items from 2 catalogs, which I'm trying to think, what 2 catalogs would that be? I hope it's not the annual catalog, because that would be kind of crazy. Maybe it's the holiday catalog from last year and the current holiday this time, or the spring catalog last year and the holiday catalog, because I don't think they do the annual one yet. But do you see what's on my table here? This is the new mini catalog that's coming out, well, in December, but it goes live in January. Now, I don't have a copy. Can you believe I forgot to order my celebration catalogs? So they're coming. So I do have, they're on their way. But this is the new spring catalog, January through April. And I need to know from my customers who wants one sent to them, because I send them to each of my customers who've ordered. But every now and then I have a customer says, oh, I get mine from my demonstrator. I have a local demonstrator, and I kind of share. I order from you and I order from her. So I need people to tell me if they want a catalog. So I need you to put in the comments or send me a message to say, yes, I want a new catalog and I've ordered from you, and that kind of thing. Now, if you haven't ordered from me, go ahead and shop on there. I have 4 more days to get my order in to mail out the last chance catalog, or the mini catalogs to you, the spring catalogs. So let me know that you need one, because I only have through the end of November to order these. So that's what's happening here. Okay, next, I want to talk about our fundraising sale. We have a 3rd annual Craft and Bake Sale happening December 7th here in Minot, North Dakota. So it will benefit 2 of our local organizations. One is called Hairball Haven. It's a cat sanctuary. And one is Matthew 25, which provides goods for the needy and the maybe homeless, or people who are just starting out or restarting. They give anything from furniture to clothing to household goods. So we are raising money for them. And if you're local to Minot, I hope you come December 7th. It's from 9 to 2. And if you want to donate anything, we are looking for crafts, canned goods, baked goods. We're serving lunch. It's going to be a fun day. It's always good to see everybody and provide. We're baking. I have cookie mix in a jar. I have my cookbooks for sale there, and my canned salsa, and of course lots of goodie trays. We make cookie trays with the donated baked goods, and they are beautiful. And we actually have crystal platters this year that we will be filling, that we had donated to us. So that's really exciting. Let's do prize patrol. So last week I mentioned I'd be giving away this 1-horse open sleigh paper and a set of iridescent basic rhinestone jewels. So the winners, I don't know if they're on yet. Hey, Cindy Collette, you won a prize last week, and I don't believe I got your address. Could you please send me your mailing address so I can send you your prize? Yeah, I messaged you, but I don't believe I heard back, at least not that I noticed. But anyway, the person who won the designer paper is Roxanne Sayre, and Kathy Ballard won the gems. So please let me know your addresses, gals. I don't know if I have them. I can't remember if I've sent you prizes before or if you've ordered from me. So yeah, let me know, Kathy and Roxanne, what your address is so I can mail your prizes to you. So a lot of times I message people that they want a prize and I don't hear back. So it's kind of hard to mail a prize if I don't have your address. Okay, let's get into the inventory status report. It's not very large. There are a few more things like StazOn or ink refills that are on the list, but I tend to stick with gems, stamp sets, and punches and dies and embossing folders. So there's a lot of things are coming up really fast. This should be available next week and a week after that. So those are the things that are unavailable right now. There's a lot of things in low inventory, so I expect we're going to have more that are unavailable soon. So if you have things on your list, be sure to get them before they go away, or on December 3rd when they go on the last chance list. If they retire, they will be while supplies last. So yeah, so don't forget, those of you who are just joining me, let me know if you're one of my customers and you want a spring catalog mailed to you, because I'm figuring out my mailing selector to mail catalogs. So right now, my special for orders over $50 is a set of gold sparkle gems, which I forgot to bring out. Use a host code, please, when you order from me. If your order is over $75, you will get a new Softly Sophisticated stamp set and embossing folder. So hopefully you can kind of see that stitched pattern on the embossing folder here. I have 4 cards. You will be getting a kit, a card kit with these 4 cards. It looks like this. It's all ready to go. I think I have 4 left. So if you want this embossing folder and stamp set, it's a 2-step stamp set with some great greetings. And these are the cards that I put together. And they do use the embossing folder, if you can kind of see that. So really pretty, easy. You just use your own inks and adhesives. So that's what that is about. Okay, all right, so don't forget, I have just 4 left of those. So first come, first serves. Those are for orders over $75 that use a host code. Okay, I think we're ready to get into our projects today, and I am featuring the Snowy Wonder bundle and the designer paper. So I'm just going to reach for that and my sample sheet. So here's my sample sheet of all the papers in there. Some interesting color combinations, right, with the petal pink. Of course, I love Pool Party, and it has a little bit of pumpkin pie in there as well, and Poppy Parade. So that is the designer paper. So if you can see, there's 1 sheet. Now this is only half a sheet. This is what my kits to go gals receive, is a half a sheet, half a pack. So I actually cut it right in half. This is 1 of them. And I have 3 of these kits left. I'll show the cards really quick because I've shown them before. Here is the one using kind of a faux snow globe. And here is the penguin card. And this is another fun fold, kind of a flip-flap card. So this is all done for you already, cut out, and you just add your layers. And then we have a gift card or a money holder if you want to use it that way. So those are the 5 cards that include the paper, the ribbon, some ribbon, and some of the snowy, white snowflakes. So I'll be using those in the project here today, both projects. All right, we're gonna do the easy snow shaker first, okay? So you can see how these fit. I should have mentioned that. These 2 fit this paper, these globes, and there's even a globe base, and then a lot of dies that fit the images in the set, plus a few extras like the snowflakes and whatnot. So it's really a cute set. Okay, let's get started. We'll do our easy card. Oh, you know what? I have more cards to show. Just really quickly, these are swaps I received. Well, it looks like that one moved. I don't know where it should go, but this is a swap from, I think this is from Gwen Duckworth. That's in that petal pink pumpkin pie. This one is from my friend Susie Wood. So, and this is actually an easel card. She loves to do fun folds. She's very, very good at it. So an easel card. And here is a card from Lori Krause. So using a lot of the designer paper and a few of the images and dies. And this one is from Rose Ward. So kind of a fun fold, similar to what I did in one of my classes. Okay, so those are more samples. Lots of samples using that bundle and the designer paper. Okay, so our first card, just need to get some of my products here out. Here's my, nope, that's not the right one. Here, they're both red. And you know, until I made the card, I misjudged the colors. It should be Poppy Parade, but I'm going to go with it because it works, and I had this already done. So I was kind of stuck. Okay, so those are some of the pieces. Here's our clear envelope. Now the card looks like this. So see how it's a shaker? That clear envelope contains all the fun shaker parts. So you don't need anything special to make this except for a clear envelope. Now we sell these in our catalogs. Just look under medium envelopes in the back for you to find where our envelopes are. And they actually list where what the index in the annual catalog is your best friend for finding products. I know it's different than we're used to, but yeah, that's what you need to do is just use. Oh, and I forgot to pre-score. I always pre-score, but we will do it the old-fashioned way. I don't like to do that on these the tall cards because they don't fold with the grain of the cardstock quite as nicely. But we will do what we can do. All right, so what you do when you're making a shaker card is cut. Now I haven't done the free project sheet yet for this, so I haven't done measurements. But this is a piece of the designer paper, somewhat similar to what's there, and you insert it in your envelope, now in my clear envelope. Now you want to get your shaker parts in here, okay? So I have 3 different kind of shakers, shaker bits I call them. Now this is the one that's current. This is our loose snowflakes. See those? They're very cool. They're not too fat. And then I had some retired sparkle and shine sequins, and they are gorgeous. And then some loose silver sequins. I don't think these are available anymore right now. Oh, and I forgot to mention what my prize was for this video. Gosh, the sparkle and shine sequins is what I'm giving away to somebody who comments today on this video. And for somebody who shares this video, I will be giving away a free tutorial of their choice from my tutorial shop. So you can look at anything that's on there and I will email you the full tutorial, which is about a $16 value. So that's my prizes for today. Sorry, I forgot about today's prizes. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, now my opening is here and my flap, so the large part is on the good side, okay? The little seal here, we have a seal on our envelopes. So right now what I want to do is make sure that this paper lets me put the gems against the good side. Okay, so I'm kind of holding that open and just adding a good pinch, letting it fall of each of those. Okay, and I also made sure this paper was all the way down to the bottom of the envelope. Okay, now all my goodies are inside. Now before I do anything, I'm going to seal these up so I don't have any accidents with these. Makes you person a little bit nervous when you're passing these around during a class. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is fold this over and seal, pull off. Well, actually first I want to add, just to keep, sometimes tape runners do not want to adhere to this cello bag or clear envelope. So I want to do that. Then I'm going to peel off this adhesive flap and seal it. Okay, now I do have, I don't know if you can see that, this is hanging over. So I'm going to trim that off, making sure I don't cut my envelope. Okay, so there we have our shaker. Isn't that cool? All right, so now we just need to adhere it to our layer. As you can see, I have a layer there. And I'm using tape runner Seal Plus is my preference because it would take a while for my liquid glue to hold on here, and I want to do this quickly. So getting this lined up. and pressing it down. Okay, and there we have it. So next what I decided to do was wrap a ribbon around here. So first I'm going to cut the one I'm tying. Then I like to just do this, lay that there, and trim. Now this is the silver and white sheer ribbon. So this is in the annual catalog. It's very, very pretty. And so now, why I do this is I always tie, they're probably about the same length, but I always tie before I add to my card because I can maneuver and find the good side of the ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to tighten that, and I purposely had my tails hang down. Then I can move this wherever I want. So it really makes for an easy, so then what I do, now I have the hiccups. That happened last week, didn't it? I am feeling better. Those of you who knew, I took a week off of video because I had such a cold and cough and sore throat. But my husband and I both are feeling much better. So still the cough is hanging on. It's one of those that is going to hang on for a bit. It's really going around in North Dakota. Okay, there is our card. So we will add, and this time I am going to use my liquid glue, my personal preference for the most part. Okay. Oh, I missed this. I want to add this designer paper. So I think that's about where I want to add it. Get to the edges. Just a little some. I love the stripe paper in this pack. It's one of my favorites. So festive. And I'm going to kind of line up. I'm not going to look at the top and the bottom. I don't mind it being off a little bit. What I want is for my greeting to be kind of centered on the stripe and on the ribbon. So we will add, and you know what, I'm going to add minis because, I'll tell you why. I don't want my greeting to hover and move on there, so I'm going to add a mini below and above on both sides so I can catch the envelope so it doesn't travel with the ribbon and kind of hang out. Okay, so I want a little bit showing over here. Is it straight? Maybe not as straight as it could be. Okay, so there we go. There, oh, I didn't show you the inside. I'm not going to stamp the inside because you know how to stamp, but that's what I did with the inside. So isn't that cool? How many of you have made shaker cards like this? You know what, my video seems to have froze again, so I don't see any comments. Crazy. Well, there we go. There we go. Okay. Thank you. I love your comments. I appreciate that. So yeah, shaker cards can be super easy. Just need some loose things. You could do glitter. You could do any sequins you have that are not adhesive. You know, really, if you don't want it to be a real shaker, you could even glue your sticky back sequins in the card. And it would, you know, you wouldn't even have to use an envelope. If you don't want a real shaker, you could just glue some sequins and some snowflakes on there. Okay, that's the first card. That's the easy one. All right. So now we're going to go to the one we're making, we've made at my card clubs this month. And so hopefully if some of you are watching that are in card club and you don't want to know ahead of time what we're doing, stop the video, look away, don't watch. Because I know I usually keep it a surprise for my gals. They kind of like the surprise. Okay. I am missing a piece. So hold on. I have to grab something here. That's the piece I'm missing. Oh, and it's the wrong shape. Okay, I got the right one. I'll have to make sense. No, I don't. My goodness. What's happening here? I did not realize that I was missing that piece. All right, found one. I have one more card club tonight. Okay, so the colors here are Real Red and Pool Party, a little bit of Garden Green, of course. So what we want to do first, this is going to be a real shaker, is lay this piece and then insert this in that area so it's exactly where it needs to be. You're thinking, what is she doing? Okay, next we're going to stamp on this using Pool Party ink, which matches the paper. I just want a subtle background. We could have textured it, but we didn't. We're using Pool Party and just adding some snowflakes here and there. Okay, I'll do just a little bit more right there. All right, now comes the fun part. So if you're making a shaker card, you have to have a window sheet if you're doing this style of shaker card. So I'm putting the window sheet on the back, and I like to use tape runner for this because, well, liquid glue takes a little bit to dry and it slides. So I don't want this sliding on me while I'm assembling. So I just have to make sure to cover the window die cut. Okay, now we will be taking some of our adhesive, foam adhesive strips. So they come like this, and I think you get 2 or 3 in a package. They're on with our adhesives in our annual catalog. So one side is sticky, one side still has the backing on it. So you want to add this as close as you can to your window. Okay, and you have to kind of curve it and press very firmly. You don't want to let any of your shaker bits out because there is not a good way to recover if you don't get this done. I had people that forgot the window sheet and they had it all together and ready and there was no window sheet. So they had to basically start over. So I got a little hair or fuzz on there. Okay, so that's one. Now I have some short pieces that we will just, oh, that's not the same thickness. I can't use that. I know I had some short pieces in here, but we'll just start with another long one. And I'm going to just tear that for now. So I have to finish sealing my window sheet and find my scissors. So you don't want any gaps here. Now you do want to support the rest of your card. So it's important that the bottom, I'm going to probably do a few more pieces. And I could use my scissors, but obviously I'm not. Okay, so press those down, and then to get our shaker, it's very important that you do this in the right steps. So a lot of people think they should put their shaker bits here. You don't. You don't want to do that because how are you going to know what's straight when you're doing that? So don't put your shaker parts here. Put your shaker parts on the card base. So gather some, it's probably a little much, some various sequins, and you want it all to stay in the middle. And you certainly don't have to use 3 different kinds like I am. Okay, so smooth those out a little bit so you don't have a big lump because there's only a little, maybe 1/8 of an inch or less of this foam. All right, now where, did I even show you the card? Here are the cards. Oh my goodness, here I'm making the card and keeping it a surprise. So here are the shaker cards with the window sheet. So you can see there's two different shapes. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Okay, so there are the shaker cards we're making. All right, now remove all these little bits. I tell you this, I think I missed some of that one. The foam adhesive strips are like a miracle for shaker cards. They are just so perfect. They're the right height. They're not too fat. You might have to put an extra ounce envelope on your, because anytime you have an embellishment or something thick, you have to do that. Okay, so all my shaker parts are in the middle and nothing's out here where my adhesive is going to go. So I just have to line that up and then press around that seal so you don't lose any of your shaker parts. And there we go. There is our shaker. Isn't that cool? So we have a little bit of that cute striped paper to add. Lots of little fun things we can do here. I'm going to put this kind of low. And then my little snow globe base that we die cut from the paper. Right there. And this one, each card got a little fussy cut or die cut, because some of the pieces were die cut and some were fussy cut with the dies. So I think I'm going to pop this up. Okay, and the trees, some of the trees, there are dies to match and some there are not. So my friend Pat loves to fussy cut, so I give her a reason to fussy cut now and then and have her do this for my gals. Okay, so the greeting, this one, because it was a large area, I might even just do it over here this time and kind of fill in some of that space. You can do it here. So I gave them the option of a Let It Snow or Season's Greetings. And we're going to do Let It Snow. Okay, in Pool Party. Such a cute set. There's also the Happy New Year that I used on the other card. Okay. And, oh, I have something else left to do as well. So we're going to pop this up. I love to pop things up, especially if I don't go over other popped up areas and make it double thick. I try not to. So there we go. Okay, and then lastly, well, the inside looks like this. So this little piece right here is the designer paper that we're going to add to the bottom. And then we stamped the either Winter Wishes, or this one has Hope Your Season is Filled with Magic. So that's what will be inside this card. I'm not going to do that right now. You get the gist. But the snowflakes, I want to add a few more to the front. So you see those on the cards. There's such an easy way to do this that is not difficult. So I'm going to add, oh, that's a lot. One right there, one right there. And I think I'll do maybe one here. Okay, then, because that one was such a big dot of glue, I'm going to use a large snowflake. And then I can use, there are some mediums. It might be a large. And then there's some tiny. And you can do as many as you want. But it's just as simple as adding glue to your project and dropping the snowflakes on. Don't add glue to the and then you just get full of glue. And it just is frustrating. So that is the card for the other shaker. So which shaker, these are the two cards we made today in case you haven't, and they look similar, but you can kind of tell. These are in clear envelope shakers, very simple. And these are shakers that you use an actual window sheet to do, but super fun. and so interactive. Kids would love these cards. I mean, they would have a hard time not. Oh, I just lost my snowflake there. Move that over. Okay, so that's all using the Snowy Wonder Bundle and the Snowy Scenes designer paper. So I do have 3 kits left using these products if you're interested in a kit to go. So those can be found on my shop right there, okay? All right, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. And I think I'm gonna put a little mini glue dot on those hands so they don't get caught. But yeah, that's it for today. So I appreciate you joining me. I will see you next week, and don't forget to comment and share to get in on the door prizes. All right, thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.